So Donald Trump yesterday put out his craziest press release yet, and I know that's a really high bar to leap over, but it's true. Now, before I read it to you, I want to remind you, he is talking not about a human being, but about a literal racing horse. A horse, not a human, he says. So now even our Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit is a junkie. This is emblematic of what is happening to our country. The whole world is laughing at us as we go to hell on our borders, our fake presidential election, and everywhere else. That's Trump saying that it's basically Joe Biden's fault a horse tested positive for performance enhancers during the Kentucky Derby. That's essentially what Donald Trump is saying. He took the time yesterday, a former president, he's got $1 billion and more, he could do whatever he wanted, and he took the time yesterday to connect a horse testing positive to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden and the Democrats' failures. Like, let's be clear right off the top, a horse can't be a junkie. Like, a horse does not have the free will to choose that. Like, it's not like it's a sprinter. It's not like it's a person, right? Like, does Donald Trump really not understand that a horse cannot choose to take a substance? Like, that's not something a horse can choose. The owner of that horse, the trainer of that horse, the rider of that horse may have cheated. The horse has no say. The horse is an animal, right? But like, this is serious though. Like, we're gonna laugh at this. We just did. It's absolutely hilarious and crazy and all of those things. But it really does show that the real emblemism here, what this is actually emblematic of, is Republican hysteria. It's that Donald Trump and others like him, millions like him, the entire Republican Party basically, have no actual good faith criticism of what's happening right now, and so they resort to this. They resort to blaming Joe Biden for a horse testing positive for performance enhancers at the Kentucky Derby. That's what they're doing here. Because again, as I've said on this channel time and time and time again, there are things you can criticize Joe Biden on. There really are. You know, you can criticize him for not being bold enough. You can criticize him for not fighting hard enough to pass the minimum wage. You can criticize him for not moving fast enough at the border to help those poor children. But none of the things the right is criticizing him on have any value, because Republicans, they would do everything worse on those issues, and so all they're complaining about is Dr. Seuss and cancel culture and wokeism and all these sorts of things, making up stories about Biden wanting to ban meat and Kamala Harris's book being given to the children at the border, neither of which are true. Those stories were 100% fabricated by right-wing fake news media, and now they're trying to blame Biden for a horse. So yeah, like, these statements are absurd, but there's a significance in the absurdity. Donald Trump is going to run for president again. I'm fairly certain of that. And you have the man who is the GOP 2024 frontrunner, even if he doesn't decide to run, he's the frontrunner now, trying to blame Biden for the actions of a horse when the horse couldn't even take that action. Let's laugh at this, but let's get ready, because this man, however crazy and hilarious he can be unintentionally, will destroy democracy if given the chance. And his thugs, they'll be right alongside him.